So here's an update of what's been going on. You might notice that there's a different car here. Well, that's because the Cresta is finally out from under the house. Going well. I did have to change, if you saw in any of the previous videos, I had a piece of flat steel and I had the exhaust bolted to the floor of the car with a bolt and what I thought was some rubber isolation, but it sent vibrations all the way through the car. So we can't have that. Removed it and it's golden, just like the sun shining off the car now. So Cresta's going good. WRX is going good. In fact, I'll make a video on this a bit later. I tuned the acceleration enrichment on both the cars, and man, when you get it right, does it make a difference? Because the Cresta would be like doughy almost. Subaru a little bit, but Cresta especially. And I thought it was just the nature of the drive-by-wire throttle, but no, acceleration enrichment. And I think what happened is when my tuner tuned the car, he had mucked up. He was under a lot of stress, actually, I think, at the time, but he thought it was a G4X ECU, and so G4X uses slightly smaller values than G4 Plus link, and it worked. Like the acceleration enrichment he set it up at, it worked, but yeah, we also didn't have a lot of time. So anyway, I've sorted that out. That's all good. It's magic now. Excuse me. So this is Oliver's Soarer. Some of you guys might have seen it here before. Here's my stepson, and I bought it for him. Here in Australia, you have a provisional license where you cannot drive a V8 car or a turbo. So I got him this little Soarer with an NA 2J. He is a apprentice fabricator, so he made himself this little pipe that a lot of people do on these amazing NA engines, and we've just been fixing it up over time, because if any of you guys have ever owned a Soarer, you know all the little bits and pieces that can go wrong with them. So the reason it's under here at the moment is for two things. You probably just saw Ollie's now going to make himself an exhaust. So he's got this, what does it say? Flowmaster Flow FX muffler. It goes from a 3-inch and then splits off, and then he's going to use these little 2.5-inch cannons on the back there. Pardon me, on the back there. He is very keen to keep it dual exhaust, so those are going to sit there. This is the old exhaust. Quite interesting. Don't know how factory it is, but it's got these big, thick, I don't know what these are, whether they're a resonator or they're just somebody's decided to weld in. Maybe, actually, you know what? I think there used to be a muffler there, maybe, and somebody just replaced it with a piece of pipe. So that's the factory setup there. So that muffler is going to go here, split off into two. It's going to do something. Actually, he's going to put an X pipe right after that muffler, and then it's going to split off into the two cannons. So that'll be quite interesting. Then the reason the wheels are off is he's just done all the brakes, which he's needed to for ages. So new rotors, new pads, front and rear. So that's all nice. And then I thought I'd be a nice stepdad, and I went to rebuild his rack, his steering rack. Because again, if any of you guys have ever owned a Soarer, these racks like to leak. So everything's up there, but basically there's a kit for this big piece here which leaks, and then this bit in here. The issue that we had is that because it's an NA Soarer, for whatever reason, the seals that we got for this rack for Supra, it said Supra Soarer in the kit, well, it doesn't fit this Soarer. So everything was the same except for the seal that goes here and the seal that goes here. So I've ordered those from Japan. Unfortunately, they're going to take another month to get here. But in the meantime, he can build up his exhaust. And I think he's going to do the rocker cover gaskets. Because, so we recently manual swapped it for him. He hasn't got a shifter surround yet. Yeah, when we manual swapped it, we noticed that there was quite a bit of oil leaking down the back of the engine. And so it's the valve cover gaskets. So again, because I'm a nice stepdad, I'm going to pull all this shit off and replace the valve cover gaskets for him. Actually, one of the big issues that he had was the distributor was leaking, and it would oil would run out the bottom like crazy. So we replaced the O-rings that you can do. That didn't fix it, so we eventually got another distributor, because actually what was happening was oil was making its way up the shaft of the distributor and then coming out of it. It was crazy. So that's all sorted. One issue we do have is because we used a 2-wheel drive Hilux gearbox, the speedo gear inside of it is way off. Now, what I thought I would do was I was going to intercept, you can't see anything, I was going to intercept the speed signal down at the ECU, but it turns out the speed signal goes from the gearbox to the dash, and then the dash sends the signal to the ECU. So I actually put in this Apexy RSM thingy to try and intercept the signal and adjust it, but I've tapped into the wrong wires, it appears. So this actually isn't getting a speed signal at all. It's got RPM, but I need to look into it and try and calibrate his speedo so it matches the gearbox. Okay, there's neutral, first, second, third, fourth. This is quite a good gearbox. It suits this car well too, with the diff ratio that it has. But yeah, just thought I'd post something up to show you what we've been up to. There's all the old junk that we took off. So yeah, if you want to see what his exhaust turns out like and what it sounds like, subscribe. I'll keep you guys updated. I think he's ordered the piping, so it's Monday now. Should be here Tuesday or Wednesday. I refilled the gas on the AIG TIG that's already blown up once. Thanks, Denny. You got it fixed for me, but not looking forward to it blowing up again. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave us a like, and if you have any comments for Oliver of encouragement, please let him know, because he needs it. Thanks for watching.